look at quadratic formula. So we want to look at how to use quadratic formula to solve quadratic equation. Let's look at the question. The question reads, solve the following quadratic equation using quadratic formula. Solve the following quadratic equation using quadratic formula. So this is the quadratic equation. So how do we go about this? We first start by writing down quadratic formula. The quadratic formula is x should be equals to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac everything over 2a. So this is what we have. We have x squared, 2x squared plus 7x plus 6 is equals to 0. So we need to understand what is a, what is b, and what is c. So we say a quadratic formula, a quadratic equation takes the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. And for that reason, the value of a will be 2. According to this equation, the value of b will be 7, and the value of c will be 6. So once you have these values, the next thing you're going to do is just to input the values in the formula, then get a solution. So we're going to have x will be equal to minus b, and our b is negative 7, so we have minus 7 plus or minus plus or minus plus or minus b squared, and the value of b is 7, so we have 7 squared minus 4 times a is 2 times c is 6, everything over value of 2a. So we have 2 times a is 2. That will give us x would be equal minus 7 plus or minus square root of 49 minus 48, everything over 4. So x will be equal to minus 7 plus or minus square root of 1 over 4, and this will be minus 7 plus or minus 1 over 4. So if you take negative 7 plus 1, so x will be equal to minus 7 plus 1 over 4, which will be negative 6 over 4, which is the same as negative 3 over 2. X will also be equal to minus 7 plus, now you take the negative sign, minus 1 over 4, and this will be negative 8 over 4, which will be negative 2. So you get the value of x as negative 3 over 2 or negative 2. So this can also be written as negative 1.5 or negative 2. So that is how we use quadratic formula, to solve a quadratic equation. That's how we use quadratic formula to solve the quadratic equation. Maybe let me just reiterate, or let me emphasize a little bit on some few concepts that you have to master here. One, you need to understand that b, what is b, what is c, and what is a. And when you are given this equation, you can start by writing here as a, then the first number there, and then here is b, and then a is c. So let us look at one last question on quadratic formula. One last question on quadratic formula, so that you might have a proper understanding of it. saying solve the following quadratic equation using quadratic formula. So we have x squared plus 10x plus 24 equals to 0. X squared plus 10x plus 24 equals to 0. So the way I say here, you need to know A, this is B, and then this is C. Now A is a value, this is a number. So A here is going to be 1, and then B will be equals to 10, and of course C will be equals to 24. But we know very well that quadratic formula says that x, value of x, should be equals to minus b plus or minus square root of x squared, b squared not x, b squared minus 4ac everything over 2a. That's what we need to have there. That's what we need to have when we are dealing with quadratic equation. This is the formula that we have. So once we have this formula, we can now put the values. We have b as 10 and a is negative. So we're going to have x will be equals to minus the value of b, which is 10, plus or minus square root of b squared. That's going to be 10 squared minus 4 times the value of a. The value of a is 1 times 1 times the value of c times 24. Everything over 2a. What's the value of a? We're going to have 2 times 1. So we'll have the value of x as x should be equals to minus 10 plus or minus square root of 100 minus 96, everything over 2 times 1 times 1, just a minute. Check. So we're going to get the value of x as minus 10 plus or minus square root of 100 minus 96, you get square root of 4 over 2. So x will be equal to minus 10 plus or minus 2 over 2. So you take minus 10, let us now start. The first value of x will be minus 10. Then take positive plus 2 over 2 or minus 10 minus 2 over 2. So you go with the signs. Take negative plus, then you divide by 2. Negative 10 minus 2 divided by 2. So x will be equal, it's going to give you minus 10 plus 2 will give you minus 8, that will give you negative 4. Or minus 10, that will give you minus 12 over 2, which is the same as minus 6. So x will be equal to negative 4 or negative 6. So those are your answers that you get. So that's how we use what's called quadratic formula to find a solution of a quadratic equation. That's how we use a quadratic formula to find a solution of a quadratic equation. Thank you, dear viewer, for watching this. I request that may you like the video and share with your fellow friends so that we may have a bigger community studying together. Until then, meet again in our next